Hey guys, RuneZ here, and today we're back with Medieval 2 Total War. Now, the previous time we took the fight back to Venice and the Byzantines, and we've actually managed to take out quite a few of the Byzantine cities, and we also reclaimed most parts of the Middle East. And today I want to focus on my war with the Byzantines completely, and hopefully even wipe them out. At this point they only have 3 settlements left, the 1 castle that I'm already putting under siege, and 2 cities. Now, important thing to note, of course, is that without a castle, you can't make some troops, some military troops that are otherwise very good. So by taking over their left castle, I am pretty much just crippling their army, which means that taking over the left, the remaining cities should be pretty easy. However, if I look at the faction ranking, actually, it says they have 5, I believe, settlements, and not 3 like I previously thought. Which probably means that they have taken over Durazzo, which over here still says it's a rebel, because I don't really have eyes on it, and 1 other settlement somewhere over here, which is interesting. But I guess we'll find out sooner or later. We'll also have to think, of course, about the fact that the more we move over into the west, the more we go into Europe, and all of these factions here probably won't like us all that much. But anyway, before we do any of that, let's actually end this turn, because I believe we've done pretty much all there is to do here. Alright, let's see, what's Venice going to do? Byzantines sending over diplomats. I wonder what they want. Their navy is still moving all over the place, including 1 small army. Byzantines, are they sending over a force to Heraklion, or? No, doesn't seem to be. Alright, so we've got a new candidate for adoption. Let's see, confident defender, good. Brave, good. Promising commander, very loyal. Plain, winning first. You know what, he's not all that bad. I especially like brave, because +1 morale for all troops on the field. That's actually very important. And he's 24, so he'll be around for a long time. Yes. Enough turn report. We're doing very well on every front. We're pretty much beating the entire world. Also, one thing to point out, which I had forgotten to do the previous time, which is actually kind of stupid, is if you look over to my army, you can see that there's a lot more people now in every single unit. That's because, seeing as this game was made quite a while ago, there's like different types of unit skills in the settings you can do. So you have like more people per unit. Obviously, some computers can't handle that, but mine can. And I actually forgot to change the settings. So instead of like only 20 men per unit, for example, I now have 60. So every battle will also be a lot larger. Someone in the comments pointed it out to me. Thank you for that. I completely forgot to change that setting. Anyway, our diplomat can pretty much move further. Next turn we can actually start talking to the Holy Roman Empire, as well as Milan, and maybe get a few more eyes on here. Okay, so there's a boat over there. You peasants, get on here.
Yes, Sultan.
Now, you guys step off. Alright, next turn they can actually join up with this army, and they can man the siege equipment. And that way I can just get into Corinth next turn. So that one should be really easy to do. I should probably also build up a 2nd army if I can. Actually, I got one right here. Alright, so we've got Kayit here. Really good guy. 37 though, a bit old, but that's fine. Make some more militia here, might as well. Just to keep the city a bit defended. And you guys can all move out again. Now the question is, where do we go exactly? You go from here, hire a mercenary galley, get to this side, and then start making my way to Sofia. Annoyingly, there doesn't seem to be any boats here, but that's fine. I guess I'll just get this guy out of the way. And then we can just go from here, and then over here. That's completely fine. No need to recruit anything here just yet. Might as well just spend some money. Public order is actually kind of low at this point, because of religious unrest, because obviously the large majority of these newly taken over cities are still Orthodox, but that will change in time. I could also build up an army and go over here to take over Jerusalem, and more importantly Edessa, because that's still a really big one right over here that I haven't taken over. Which I would like to take over if I could. So let's see here. Yeah, let's build up a small force here too in Mosul. Alright, so seeing as we still have to wait for armies to be built up, I think we just have to wait at this point. There's also things being built. Yeah, really not all that much to do. Building up a small force here so we can take over Edessa. And we're also going to get this force over here to take over this city. And then we'll take over Corinth and use the rest of this army to also take over this city. So yeah, big things coming up. Next turn. Alright, the Byzantine fleet moving out, which is smart, I guess. They just saved that army. Ah, okay, they're besieging Heraklion. Or they're about to. They didn't yet for some reason. Okay. The fact that they didn't might work out in my favor, actually. Because, let's see. That's a lot of cav. If they try to get into my city with just cav, I wish them luck, because that's not going to work at all. Holy Roman Empire and Milan have announced an alliance, which is cool. Because I actually talk to the Holy Roman Empire. Map information for map information.
Very well, if it will please you.
Alright, good. Trade rights.
I see no reason why not. Is there something
And anything else. An alliance, very demanding. Yeah, because I'm obviously at war with quite a few guys. Why is my reputation very untrustworthy? How would that come to pass? I never betrayed anyone. Why the hell am I very untrustworthy? Oh, whatever. The game's just like against me. Oh, mission success. We've successfully established diplomatic relations with these people. Oh, that was a mission? I completely forgot about that. You have rewarded with 2 units of war galley. Wow, that's great. Not like I needed those, but cool, I guess. I'd also like to get peace with Venice at this point if I could. Because I see no reason to really be at war with them anymore. I kinda have my hands full with these guys at the moment. Luckily we can move up from here.
Of course, Sultan.
Greek rebels. I'm pretty sure one of the Byzantine army just went rebel, which is great. Because now I can just, in 2 turns, actually make my way over to that castle, take it over. And then we can also, at this point, with the peasants, go in here. Assault. I'm pretty sure I can just let the AI do this. Clear victory, lost 50 men. You know what, in a castle, I'm pretty sure I couldn't do better than that, so I'm happy. Ooh, sack for 6,000, yes. Okay. Get a shipwright going. Quite a few units here that I could get. Yeah, because this is quite an upgraded castle. It's a fortress. So I can get lancers and javelin men. Yeah, these guys are all pretty damn good. However, the thing is, I don't want to stick around here for too long, so only the peasants can stay, while I get one more unit of mercenaries and immediately hit the road again back over there. Though actually, the peasants shouldn't be the ones staying. These 2 mercenary units here, let's actually just drain these as much as we can. Oops, okay, not what I meant to do. Yeah. That unit of 7 can stay, the rest can all move on out. And these guys aren't going to be very happy, but still. Good, good. In 2 turns we can get to this city as well as to this one. At that point, I think the Byzantines only have like 2 cities left. Including this rebel village here, which they probably upgraded a bit, but won't be too good yet. So yeah, we're pretty much effectively kicking their ass really well at this point. What I will do, however, is just train up 2 units here. How are these units here? Okay. Don't forget, I also need to recruit like a lot of units here. All these horse archers and stuff are important to keep going. Because Edessa is going to be a tough nut to crack. Luckily, I also trained some units here. So you guys can also make your way over here. Perfect. Actually, now that you don't have anything to do, can you just go over here? I could hire mercenaries, of course, which I probably will do. But also, watchtower. There we go. So yeah, quite a few units in here. That's perfectly fine. Also, take all of you guys. Annoyingly, I can't actually get in here yet. This guy will have to wait. The rest, I think that army should be big enough to take out Edessa. And afterwards we can also think of maybe going over here, seeing if Egypt hasn't taken over everything yet. And maybe even go to war with Egypt. Egypt went to war with literally no one, because there isn't anyone in this world really. Anyone in this part of the world really except for rebels. The Moors are also fighting with the Byzantines, which is interesting. Oh right, yeah, they joined my jihad ages ago. More than that, yeah, the world isn't really fighting all that much yet at all. They're mostly just focused on taking out rebels still. Because it's still turn 22, so I guess that's to be expected. But yeah, we're moving up here. I can't really get to building, annoyingly, because I'm spending all of my money on my troops. But we'll focus on that later. Let's focus on conquest for now. move on.
I bear a message.
Oh, Venice wants a ceasefire. Let's see, that's very generous of me. So let me just get some map information out of that. And also, you should give me a region. Give me, okay, so they have Durazzo, which is good to know. Give me Zagreb.
No, I don't see how. Some further requests.
Fine, okay. This will probably never work, but still, I do want to try. Fine, give me Durazzo then. That's still very generous of me.
Forget it.
Alright, you know what, screw you then. I was hoping they'd go for that, but then again, I've never actually seen the AI give up one of their territories like that. Would be cool if they did though. Okay, so they are actually going for the attack. Which is fine, I can take care of them quite easily. Alright, new candidate for adoption. Cruel and cunning, dutifully religious, speaks of loyalty, promising commander, marks of war, skilled bureaucrat, confident attacker. Not too bad. 23, you know what? I'll take you on, sure. The Council of Nobles wants me to take Edessa. Good idea, Council of Nobles. It's almost like I came up with that one. All of you can move over on the road to Edessa, which will probably take 2-3 turns. You guys can go over here. Now, okay, got an army on the way to Edessa, which is good. Let's actually finish these reports. One of the guys feels underappreciated. Poor him. Diplomatic information. Byzantines and the Moors have a truce. Milan and Hungary are allies. Recruitment report, construction reports. New mission we already know of. Most advanced faction, the Holy Roman Empire. Because I haven't really been focused on building at the moment, but that'll go back to me soon enough, I guess. End of turn reports. Financially, Russia, production, Holy Roman Empire, but we're very much in number 2. So we're doing fine. Any Reactodon is being besieged, right. Okay, next up, let's defend the Reactodon.
As my Sultan wills. Sultan. Yes, Sultan.
Yeah, I am 100% going to win this one apparently. Not surprised there, these guys, they're not gonna do very well. You know what? Night attack and automatically resolve, clear victory. Boom, done. Get out of here. Communal farming. Now I'm just gonna spend the rest of the turn actually building some stuff here again. And then we'll move over to the next, because I don't really... It's mainly just waiting at this point. Yeah, I think the Byzantines are moving to taking out Corinth. They're like walking around my army hoping to sneakily take out Corinth over there. Which is fine, they can try, but they're not going to succeed. Because, yeah, they're gonna try to walk around me and make their way to Corinth, but I can train up some troops there, it's not a problem. Let's immediately actually go in here. Build some siege equipment. Let's see what's in here. Quite a bit, apparently. This is going to be a bit tougher than I imagined it would be, but that's fine. Next up, let's also besiege this place right over here. This place, well, only has 2 guys here. I probably should have switched these 2 around, to be honest. But whatever, that's fine. Also build tons of siege equipment here. Next turn we can pretty much just walk over these guys. That shouldn't be all that hard. It's actually the Emperor himself. Yeah, good luck, buddy. You're not going to do very well. And I should probably reinforce this place, because there's about to be an army coming down here, and there's 7 guys in this place. So let's actually get some units going. I can get more lancers and everything next turn, so I'm not too worried. They won't be able to get here within 1 turn, so this army can also move on. And Edessa will be attacked next turn. Yeah, time for the Byzantines again. See if they do anything interesting. Rebels apparently took out, I think, one of the Byzantine ships, which is hilarious. Apparently one of the armies actually came back, because they obviously want to protect this city. But they're a bit late for that. One of the armies is still carrying on to Corinth. So let's just go over here. Balance of power, not very much in my favor, but that's fine. Yeah, because they have a ton of Byzantine cavalry coming up. It'll probably be a good idea to hire some mercenaries here if I can. Balkan archers, 1 unit. That'll actually be a pretty big help, so that's good. This one, I'm pretty sure I can auto-resolve this one, shouldn't be too difficult. Clear victory, last 45 men, it's like 1 unit, sure, whatever. And that's 2 family members taken care of. Let's sack this settlement. Oh shit, that was the last two actually. I didn't know that. Those were the last two family members of the Byzantines. Faction destroyed, the Byzantine Empire. Yeah, if you have no family members left, all your remaining towns actually go rebel. And then, yeah, your faction automatically just dissolves. So that's the end of the Byzantines. I didn't expect it to go that way, but apparently it did. And I have Sofia now, which is good. Can train some pretty good units here again. But no, there's no need to stick around here, to be honest. Let's just immediately move on to this Venetian castle right here. Because there's only one guy out over here in Ragusa. And then we can just move in here, take a few more Venetian castles, and then probably go for peace with them. And now, seeing as all their family members are dead, the balance of power has also changed apparently. Alright, so Edessa.
Yes, Sultan. We close for
Let's make some
shall endure outside their walls.
rams here.
Has the time come to strike?
I might actually just wait this one out, because it's a tough nut to crack. And I think by waiting them out, it means they'll have to come to me, and I can just dance circles around them and keep shooting them with my cavalry. But we'll see how that one goes, what the game says on the balance of power and everything. Let's go for this one. Oh, average victory. Okay, great. Lost 169 men. You know what, that's fine. Mostly rebels, mostly mercenaries anyway, so let's just take that one over. And let's sack that one for all the money in the world. And you guys can all move on, except for you, to Durazzo.
There shall be no mercy for these infidels.
And can you actually buy mercenaries? No, you can't.
We would see you dead.
Uh-oh, he's actually quite a unit here. So maybe I was a bit too eager there. First up, Thessalonica, low tax rate, so they don't actually... Crap, okay, even with low tax rate, the revolt risk here is pretty high. So maybe I shouldn't have moved literally the entire army away here. I'll deal with that next turn, I'm sure it'll be fine. Now, seeing as there's a pretty big Venetian army coming up, maybe I should actually just go for a ceasefire. Oh, now it's very demanding. It was very generous first, but now it's demanding, huh? Okay. How about I'll give you map information and Acceptor will attack.
No, you must think us fools or worse.
Yeah, honestly. Oh well, whatever. If they attack, they attack. I'm not too worried about that. Now, I've got all the money in the world to spend here. Oh, Nicaea is also about to revolt. Yeah, I should... Actually, if we had a governor, that'd probably also work. I have like a shit ton of governors here. So I should probably move them around a bit. Yeah, you can make your way to Thessalonica. I'm sure you'll get there in like 10 years. You can move on over to the east.
We move at first light as my Sultan wills.
And you're actually very good, but you're also a bit old. Yeah, you can also go over to the east. There we go. I've got a lot of money, so it's time to actually invest in my cities here. Funnily enough, now they've all gone rebel, the siege has also been stopped, so that's good. I don't actually have to fight that anymore. Caesarea can actually become a fortress, so let's upgrade that. Next turn we'll be fighting for Edessa, and we'll also hopefully be able to take out the Venetians, but we'll see. And we'll hopefully also actually take out either Durazzo or the Venetian castle Ragusa here soon enough, but we'll see. Alright, Venice. This is the interesting one. Oh, we actually had like a mercenary galley here. Yeah, whatever. That one's gone. That's fine. Venice is actually backing off. I think they're on their way to Corinth, more interestingly. But that works for me. That's Sicily. Is Sicily also going to war with me now? I think Sicily might actually be trying to go to war with me as well, which is weird, seeing as I haven't actually met Sicily yet. So the fact they really want to go to war with me, bit of an odd one, but alright. So apparently we know how we can make the wind work. Cool. Rioting in Thessalonica, yeah, that was bound to happen, really. Can I send like a small envoy back? I can. Now, Sofia, that one's perfectly fine. You can move on up to this castle right here. Also more units here, luckily. So let's get those Balkan archers here. Perfect. So this full army can make its way to Ragusa, which only has one unit in it for some reason. I'll be there in 3 turns. That'll be good. At that point, if I can take over Durazzo as well. Wow, Durazzo is still a village. I haven't actually upgraded it. Which works perfectly for me, because a village means that I don't have to besiege it, because it obviously has no walls. So at that point I can just literally move in, take over Durazzo too. And then at that point, they only really have 2 cities left. Venice itself and Zagreb. And let's see, how good is the Sicilian army here? It's terrible. It's a pretty good navy though, but like the actual units they brought aboard were like pretty damn bad. So I'm not really sure why they're here. If they really want to try it and go into a war with me, sure, I can go over here I guess and start taking out a couple of their cities. I'm totally cool with that. But they'll basically be writing their own death sentence, but whatever. So, time to spend some more cash. Alright, let's move on to the next turn. And all these generals are of course moving to the borders of our empire. And Venice attacked yet another ship of mine, but there's no one really in it, so I don't care. Ooh, Venice is actually... okay, this one is important. Alright, so let's see here. Oh wow. Yeah, this one is gonna be a bit tough. I don't think this one is gonna be possible, to be honest. Unless... yeah, no, you know what? Okay, can I retreat from battle here?
I will wreak great vengeance on you for that.
No, I can't, because now he's gonna attack me yet again, isn't he? Yes, he is. And I'm pretty sure now I just pulled the forces of Durazzo into it as well. Yes, I did. Okay. This one's gonna be a bit tough. I think I might be heading into my very first loss here, but we'll see how it goes. Let's fight. Alright, this is gonna be a bit tough. The archers are pretty much 100% gonna get themselves killed. So what I should do is just withdraw these guys. You guys, withdraw. Ah, crap, you can't withdraw. You know what, just go over here and hide, I guess. Okay, that's archers, actually. Which doesn't really work for me. If I can separate these two, maybe it could work. If I could separate this army from... Nope, I couldn't.
We have gained only blood and shame from this battle. Our accursed enemy rejoices amongst the blood of our fallen.
Ah, that's actually Tutush, damn it. Family member 1000.
Yes, you know we are loyal.
Wait, can I... Oops, I can't actually pay this one. Sorry.
Fight like a cornered snake. Pull back. Continuing tomorrow, mighty Sultan.
Oh, Poland wants trade rights. Yeah, well, actually, before we go for trade rights, can we go map information for map information?
We have no complaints with this plan.
Oh, great. Again, a new family member. No, you're pretty terrible. Rioting in Baghdad. Oh yeah, right, because, of course, now the capital is all the way in Istanbul, these guys are not going to be happy. That makes sense. I'll go for a racetrack. Let's just recruit some more units to keep the peace here a little bit if we can. Let's see. War between Poland and Russia. Faction member. Tutush has been executed. Boo. That's okay. We know there's a pretty big, giant Venetian army right over there. So let's just head back for the moment.
As my Sultan will.
And this army can actually take over Durazzo and then that other city as well. But however, maybe it's time... Alright, perfect. I can declare another jihad. Unfortunately, it seems that I can't actually put a jihad on any Venetian city. I guess no jihad for now, but that's completely fine. Because what we do have over here...
As my Sultan wills.
Is this guy right here. And if I can send someone else along with him... Yeah, you go over here.
As my Sultan wills.
And then you join up.
Of course, Sultan. I will bring our forces together.
Train another imam here just so we can get the religion going, because, yeah, this place is still mostly Orthodox, which is going to cause a lot of religious unrest. Just hire all the mercenaries in the world, might as well. There we go. Now we got a small army here. We can get more people from here, and then we can actually start taking over Durazzo. And next turn, we can also start besieging this castle right here. So even though Venice has won the battle, they haven't won the war. Next turn. Yet another fleet that I hired. You know what? Sure, Venice, go ahead. Another guy here. You have Drome after though. That's not good. -1 morale for all troops on the battlefield. Nope. War declared between Portugal and the Moors. Recruitment reports. Faction announcements. Someone feels appreciated. And the Crown Prince has picked up an astrologer. Interesting. Still #1, again, on just about everything except financial, because I keep spending all my money. But that's fine.
Yes, Sultan.
Let's head into Ragusa. Next turn we go into Ragusa. And then these guys can also keep moving. That's all of my money spent. Let's move on. New guy here. Again, Drome after -1 morale, so it's gonna be a no. Relations with Sicily abysmal. Wait, what? Sicily has... Has Sicily started attacking us? What is this? Why are they suddenly at war? Okay, first up, let's put down our tax rate a bit. Now, second of all, now that we're actually at war,
Name the field of battle. We will meet you there.
you might as well just take care of these guys. There we go. They backed off. Yeah, I don't really know why they were even here, to be honest. I could kill them, but there's no point. I'm just gonna let them stay over there for a moment. Because what I can do now is get into Ragusa. So build all the siege equipment in the world. And there's only one family member here, so there's really no point in building all the siege equipment, to be honest. I'm gonna smash in there incredibly easily next turn. And then I could either divert to Durazzo. How long would that take? That might actually be like one turn, but we'll see. We can go to Durazzo, or we could move on to Zagreb immediately. In which case they only have Venice left, but we'll see. Turn some units in here next to the previous turn. So if I just go over here, this guy can move over here, and then you guys
Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan?
can join up with him next turn. Together with you guys. There we go. With these two armies together, it should be quite a formidable force. This army can take on Durazzo, and this army can take over Ragusa. At that point, Venice only have 2 cities left, and I'm feeling pretty confident here. So let's spend our money and move on. Alright, really quick turn there. None of our enemies seem to be doing anything, so that works. Masoud of Aleppo. He is smart. Proven commander, fair fighter. Mixed loyalties is a bit less. Nah, we can do better. Disaster strikes Aleppo. Wait, what happened to Aleppo exactly? Oh, an earthquake. So in one turn we can pretty much just siege out these guys. They don't have to come to us to fight. At that point I can just ride circles around them. This shouldn't be easy, and Edessa should be ours. And then a massive army, I can take them around and take over Jerusalem. Oh wait, it's under siege actually. Jerusalem is under siege. I'm guessing it's by the Egyptians. So I'm interested to see how they'll do. Because they're finally expanding, it seems. Now I can also merge these two armies together. There we go. That's quite a good army actually. Get one more unit of archers, might as well. And now you guys move on over to Durazzo. Alright, with that out of the way, let's assault this. Night attack, automatically resolve it. Perfect. Seeing as it was only one unit, I could just auto-resolve it. I literally lost 0 men. So you can just go in here.
Allah has granted us victory!
Sack this settlement. And let's see here. How long would it take for me to get to Durazzo like this? Not long at all. These guys would take at least 2 turns. These guys would also 2 turns, but in which case, all of you except you, because you're most wounded, we can all move on to the next city. Ragusa is still happy enough, which is good. But just in case, I should probably recruit more units from close by. Yeah, Sofia, just get a few more units in production. That way we can actually go back, fortify that, and we should be completely fine.
Not surrender these waters,
as my Sultan wills.
Zagreb only has 5 units in it, so it shouldn't be too difficult either.
As my Sultan wills.
And we can get in there, and then at that point, if we also take Durazzo, they literally only have 1 city left. So yeah, we're kind of storming them, but it seems to be working out just fine. Now for my diplomats, is there anyone here that I want to talk to? Alright, Spanish princess here. We'll actually talk to her next turn. Besides that, I'm just going to put some more money in my economy. Actually, now that I think of it, there is actually a rebel settlement here and here as well. What I might do is... Do I have anyone here? No, I don't. These cities are pretty much deserted. Actually, there's here. Over here is Salim al-Rashid. We'll get a small army going here and then go north. Maybe we can take over a city here as well and actually start expanding north. That'd be a good idea before Russia takes over everything. I'm going to convert Yerevan to a castle because this part of the world is going to be a lot more dangerous soon. Well, soon, later in the game. So I might as well just convert that one right now. And I've spent all my money, so let's move on to the next turn. Alright, Venice merging some armies. But I don't think they'll be in time to actually stop me at this point. Oh, I just saw a pretty major army over there go to Zagreb. Alright, at this point Edessa have to go out, otherwise they lose immediately. And we can actually fight this one, even though I'm going to 100% win this. Now, seeing as they're the ones attacking us, I, for some reason, don't really get the time to prepare my units or anything, so they're just all in a straight line. But that's perfectly fine. What I'm gonna do is let every single one of these guys just run back for a moment. Rather them not really get involved at all, if I can help it. Get every single one of my horse archers together in the units, and also get my normal cavalry together in the units. And all of you walk over here. The melee cavalry can get over here. Also run, by the way. You too, all of you run. And all of you go over here and also run. So their horses are coming out first. That kind of works for me, actually, because now what I can do is just... First up... Yeah, just shoot into them. I should probably no longer be on 6 times speed, by the way. Okay, so they're all running. Oh yeah, I forgot how much more cavalry I have than these guys. Okay, you guys charge into them. Because this is missile cav. They should pretty much crumble. Yep, they broke immediately. Missile cav here is already wavering. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? Just immediately, you guys just roll into here pretty much immediately. Everyone fire into here, except for this small unit who can fire into these guys who have already broken. Yep, just charge in there. Oh wait, that's spear militia. I forgot they actually had infantry too. Okay, yeah, guys, get out of there for a moment. Now you guys, everyone just fire into them. Oops, one of my units broke. That's just sloppy of me. Okay, everyone move back while continuously firing. Okay. Come on. There we go. Yeah, these guys are dropping like flies, which is good. Everyone fire into all the spear militia and everything. So I want them down before anything else.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Yeah, we already killed 50% of them, so... Okay, you guys, at this point... Run into them.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Turkish archers are broken.
Behold
Yeah,
our worthless
everyone is
foe.
broken.
See how their general turns tail and flee. Cowardly enemy general has been captured while running away.
Alright, that should be enough.
Present. Let us show praise to Allah.
There we go. This is done a bit sloppily. Could have been better, but good enough.
Great victories are like sweet nectar.
Lost 50 men. That's perfectly fine. Alright, perfect. Now that Edessa is ours, we can... You know what, let's just occupy it. There's no real reason to sack it. Alright. Now, let's see. Mission success. I get 2,500 florins from it. Perfect. Got a big stronghold in the middle of my settlements here, which is good. This city is still under siege right now. I wish I had eyes on this, but I believe there's also a few more cities here. In fact, I can actually check this. If I go to my imam here. Ooh, I can actually do a jihad on Venice now. That's actually really, really good. For some reason I couldn't before, but I can. Before I do that, however, yeah, there's still Acre here, and Damascus over here. And Jerusalem's currently under siege. But Damascus is over here, okay. before I get ahead of myself, don't forget.
As my Sultan wills.
Alright, all of you can make your way over here. Okay, wait. Stop there. Okay, Edessa is going to be really pissed if I do that. What about low tax rate? They're still slightly pissed at me.
As my Sultan wills.
So what I should do is leave one more unit here. There we go, they're perfectly happy now with one more unit. Now the rest of you can all move on to the next city. War between Spain and Portugal, which is good. These guys can move on to Durazzo. That huge army seems to have gone somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where. We can pretty much just roll over them the moment we get into Durazzo, so that's good.
This will be an honorable battle.
Yep, okay.
I seek an honorable engagement, dear foe.
Here's the faction leader, actually. This might be a bit tough. Ooh. You know what, I'm gonna hold off on the jihad for Venice, mainly because they only have 2 cities left. And sure, this is gonna be a tough fight. But at the same time, it's not gonna be an impossible one. And if I win this fight, then Zagreb should be easy, and Venice should also not be the hardest thing in the world. So seeing as they only have 2 cities left, I think it's a bit of a waste. What I am going to do, however, is just get some more units. Simply because this unit, you know, it's not nothing. It's gonna be a tough fight for when they do come ahead. Okay, let's recruit more units over here in the north, because I do want to move out sooner or later. Alright, let's move on to the next turn immediately, because this is actually quite exciting. Oh, and also I sent my diplomat to talk to the Spanish princess. Right, yes. Do you want map information for map information, and also trade rights?
It seems we have reached an agreement. Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, Venice. Nope, Venice is actually moving away, which is not something I expected. Because they've just pretty much made the road clear for me to head on into their city.
I bring word from my people, noble lord.
They offer trade rights and they want 220 florins. Okay, how about this, right? Seeing as this is generous. How about you get trade rights, but we also get map information for map information. See, it's still generous on my part. I don't really want anything else from you.
Your plan seems balanced enough to me. Very well.
Good.
Your time was most valuable. We thank you.
Let's see. Religious mixed loyalties. Drum after. Nope. They want me to block the... Oh, block Palermo. Of course, Sicily and I are at war, aren't we? I forgot about that. I might actually send over a fleet and attack Palermo as well. You know, let's focus on one war at a time here.
As my Sultan
because next up, we're going into Zagreb.
We will engage them honorably.
Build up all the siege equipment in the world.
God will see justice served in our battles.
There's not much here, to be honest. I should be able to go in here quite easily. What happened to that giant army, though? Where's that heading? Probably towards Ragusa, now that I think of it. Yeah, let's get some units trained here. This can't be much longer until these guys get attacked. And then after that, if I can take over Zagreb, and of course also Durazzo,
this will be an honorable battle.
Then at that point, they literally only have Venice left. So let's see here. Lots of peasant... Okay, these guys only have 1 unit of peasant archers. What about these guys? These guys have no archers to speak of. Okay, this is going to be pretty easy, because I'm just going to dance circles around these guys with all the cavalry in the world. So let's just head in. Okay, you know what? I actually don't want my infantry to get involved here. You can get involved though. You guys can all go over here. Okay. All the horse archers can go over here. And all the normal cavalry.
The enemy show their cowardice. They bring in reinforcements.
Okay, the reinforcements are all the way over there, which is actually something I should have seen coming. But that's fine, because what I can do is just run these guys over here, together with these guys too. And I'll let them fire into these guys after, but first let's make sure that these guys don't... That the reinforcements don't actually make it into the city if I can help it. This should be close enough. Okay, now all of you. Oh wait, why are you actually here? No, I need you in this group. Thank you. Now, you guys just fire into here. This shouldn't be too difficult. These guys should get shot to pieces. Yep. let's just let this move a bit quicker. Seeing as I fired into them quite a bit already, I'm just gonna charge into them now. And hopefully they'll break.
Men have slain the infidel general.
That was actually a general right over there in his armor.
Praise to Allah. You have left our victory is well within our grasp. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Okay, now let's make sure none of them make it to the city plaza. All of you, just attack them without actually using your arrows or anything like that. Yep, just surround them and take care of them. Oh, they are fighting to the death, which is annoying because they're actually fighting back. But it shouldn't be all that bad, to be honest. They should get themselves killed pretty much immediately. Okay, cool. So that's 56% of them dead. Now, next up, you guys get over here. Now, I'm pretty sure they should be able to have a pretty good shot at a pretty far range. So let's see. And that's our leader up front again. Man, these guys can sure take a lot of arrows. That's our leader up front again. Okay, now their archers are completely unguarded, so I can just pretty much... not what I meant, guys. I don't want you to run in like that. Okay, you know what? They broke. Whatever. Sure. Sure, run in. Whatever. And these guys are also coming in at this point. They should be able to handily take care of these archers. With horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Annoying thing is, these guys are probably going to make it back to their plaza. And at which point they're going to stop being broken. Because you can't be broken on the plaza. Oh, at least a large part of them already went down.
Our men are in command of the city.
Who's left at this point? Okay, 3 archers and 6 spearmen.
The enemy general flees like an
There we go.
The enemy general has been captured while running away. Guard him. Great victories are like sweet nectar. Come, let us drink of the most rare and glorious fruit.
Well, 71 men. You know what? I'll take it. Alright, well, seeing as it's the village, there's really nothing to gain here, so I might as well just sack it. Durazzo now belongs to me. I'm gonna make it into a Motte and Bailey immediately, mainly because that just means it has some walls. Seeing as we've taken out the Byzantines and are also now slowly but surely taking out Venice as well, I think we should call it a part here. Next time, potentially the end of Venice, as we take over Zagreb and then immediately move over to the city of Venice itself. At that point, we've actually gotten quite a good stronghold into Europe, and we'll have to see where else we want to expand. Though I hope that we can actually expand north and take some territory off the rebels before the Russians do it, but that's all for next time. For now, I just want to say thank you all for watching. This has been Medieval 2 Total War, very hard difficulty playing as the Turks, and I'll see you all next time.